What's up, y'all? It's Leo. I'm coming back with another video, and today I want to talk to you guys about why self-reflection is important. I am on my way to the dog park right now, so I want you guys to please bear with me. Today's been kind of a weird day. Honestly, I woke up a little late, and so I've just been trying to play catch up all day. But here I am, still showing up here for you guys. And so before I get into the video, I want to quickly announce that I have officially launched my community group, Servant Leaders. And right now I want to invite you guys in. I want to invite you all in if you are looking to work on some of those limiting self-identities of things that served you in the past and no longer serve you, and help reshape and rebuild a service heart of leadership. I want to quickly invite you into the community page, and right now until the end of the year, December 31st, you're able to join the community group, and only $25, and you get 2 months free. January, February, you get completely free. And so I want to invite you guys in. And there's a whole curriculum. We got plenty of content for you guys throughout the rest of this year and into next year. And I know it's Thanksgiving, so you want to have gratitude for your family and friends around you, but you also want to have gratitude for yourself. And this is why I wanted to come and talk about self-reflection today too, because you really want to take a look into your own self, your own actions, and really acknowledge how far you have come, and the process that has gotten you to the point that you are now. Knowing that, we aren't at the end-all be-all destination, but we've made it this far, and this is a point of celebration, right? This is a point of giving gratitude, giving thanks that we got to this point, a point where at one time we was praying to be here, right? And so let me give you guys the definition of self-reflection, right? And most of you already know. To self-reflect is to take a moment to acknowledge our characteristics, our motives, and our values, the things that move us, the things that make us act on a day-to-day basis. The reason why it's important to do self-reflection is because a lot of times, as we grow up and we get into our older ages, and we are deciding this is what I want to do with my life, this is the path that I want to go down, we might find that we're still carrying old belief systems, old values from our past that our parents might have put on us, that our society might have put on us, that our peers and our schooling might have put on us. We're still carrying those old patterns into our present moment, and we're not realizing how that might be a hinder to us in that process, because we can't bring an old way of thinking, being, and doing into a new way of life, into a new way of being. If it were possible, we would have different results that way, right? But we want to get different results. We want to get better results. So we have to change our behaviors. We have to change our image. We have to change who we know ourselves to be, and who we identify as. And so I want to highlight this because it's very important when we're talking about leadership, and really just diving deeper into becoming our best version of ourselves. So the first thing that you should be aware of in the importance of building leadership is personal development, personal growth. It's number one all being thing. If we are self-reflecting and self-analyzing, really looking at the roots of why we do some of the things that we do, we can really then uncover a deeper meaning, a deeper perspective, a deeper reasoning why we do certain actions. And it also help us to stop and eliminate certain actions that we know, okay, if I'm trying to go here, this thing that I've been doing has not been helping me to get there, so I need to let go of this, at least for a period of time, if not for good, so that I can get to where I'm trying to go. Does it make sense? And so it's very good, it's very important in the aspect of personal development, personal growth. It's also very important and helpful in our decision making and our problem solving. And so what I mean by that is, and I'll share a little story, is before I realized that I wanted to get on this path of entrepreneurship and really dive deeper into helping other people, I struggled with making decisions for myself, making decisions for anybody else. I was always so in my head about, if I make a decision and it's wrong, everybody's going to point the blame back at me, and then I'm going to be at fault, nobody's going to like me, all these problems, this and that. I don't want all that responsibility. That was literally how I thought. And so anytime it came down to me making decisions, I would always beat around the bush. I was always 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, I was just really nervous to the point where, like, if I didn't have to make the decision and I could let somebody else make that decision, I would do that. I would even try to push that on to other people. And it just really wasn't good, for the fact that because I couldn't make sound decisions for myself and I allowed other people to make decisions for me, I found myself just kind of, going with the flow of what was going on around me, which was not in alignment with who I was. But because I couldn't make decisions, I thought that it was the right thing to do. I thought that it was in alignment with who I was. I thought that it was right. Turns out it wasn't, And so I just wanted to share that with you guys, because if you struggle with indecision, if you have a hard time with solving your own problems and you focus on only the negative things, really doing some self-reflecting is going to help you with understanding, like really looking into what are the previous decisions that you have made in the past, and how have they helped you, how have they served you. And if they haven't, maybe you should make those decisions again. Maybe you should try something new that you haven't done before. Just maybe. So that's a good tip for somebody, and I hope that you're able to receive it. The last thing that I want to share with you guys, and this was huge for me, y'all. This was huge. Last thing I want to share with you guys is personal development really helps you to enhance your relationships. And when I tell you this was huge for me, I'm talking about completely the game changer, okay? When I tell you guys that I struggled making relationships, not only just, building relationships, but building relationships with people that I felt like I could trust. I had the deep sense of, I can't trust anybody in my life right now. Anybody. I can't really trust nobody. But the people that say that they love me, I still put a little bit of trust in them, enough for them to make the decisions. But on a deep level, on a personal level, on the level of like me being raw, vulnerable, authentic, just being myself, I didn't trust anybody on that level. Anybody. And it really showed in my relationships, in my personal relationships with my friends. We would spend, I had good friends, but our friendship wasn't based on authenticity. It was based on, a false image, and even in my relationship, it was based on an image that I thought was going on, and me refusing to see the reality of it, me refusing to acknowledge what was really happening. And so when I started to do that self-reflecting and really looking at why do I do some of the things that I do? Why do I say some of the things that I say? Why do I choose what the things that I choose, the people that I choose to hang around? Why do I choose these things? When I really started questioning those things, really self-reflecting and realizing, oh, this is because of something that happened in my childhood, some type of trauma that I need to let go of. When I really started digging deeper, y'all, I was able to identify those people in my life that I thought loved me, that I thought were there for me, and release them, realizing that they weren't there for me. They were there because of me, because I kept them around. Not for nothing good, not for nothing that was going to help advance me or keep me going, just because I liked having those people around because they spoke to my comfort. And so really allowing, and that's the last tip I'm going to leave you guys. If you are ready to break out of your comfort, doing some self-reflecting is going to push you out of your comfort, is going to help you realize that the things that you've been settling for, the things that you've been used to, the things that you have been just like is okay, is a normal thing, is not going to be okay anymore once you realize these things don't align with the leadership that I'm trying to build, the places that I'm trying to go, the new people that I'm trying to meet. It's going to break you out of that comfort zone. And so those are 3 tips really 4 things that I want to give you on why it's important to start working on and working on your self-reflection and really, really taking it serious. And I hope that this was helpful to somebody. I hope that it served you well. You got to see my dog standing over my shoulder, man. He's just always doing the most, his dog. And I just want to thank you for being here. I want to invite you, if you like this content, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. There's more videos where this came from, and make sure you share it with a friend, somebody that might need to hear this. And until next time, this is Leo. I love you so much. I do. Okay? And until next time, peace out, y'all. Bye.